came back out after it had rained so much. Did it affect you guys of the field conditions?
No, I don't think it did. They actually they did a great job here in Cleveland keeping the field right. You could tell that the inside the hatches were replaced before the game, so the field was in good shape.
What do you think about just the delay? Did that throw you off at all for you guys to go in and have to wait 35 minutes to start?
I don't think so. I mean, that's part of it. We're all professionals. I mean, we don't like the delay, especially after the anthem and the hail. It was kind of juices were flowing pretty high, got people going. Just a different situation to start the game. But again, like we're professionals and ready to go whenever.
Aaron Wilson.
Hey, Nick, your thoughts on Miles Garrett? I know he obviously usually lines up outside, but just in general, your thoughts on Miles, the kind of player
Yeah, I
he
mean,
is.
there's no doubt he's a good player. If people said differently, they'd be lying. Great bend, great balance, strength, and again, I'm on the inside though. I only saw him a couple times on some games.
And how did you feel like Duke played? Did you feel like he gave you guys a spark?
Absolutely. I mean, Duke always runs hard, so he's always fun. Whether it's Duke, David, CJ. I mean, Buddy, whoever runs the ball, they run hard here. That's why they're Texans.
Cody Stutes.
Nick, you guys had a much better rushing attack last year. You've brought back a lot of the same offensive linemen, a lot of the same pieces on offense. What's different from last year to this year that you guys haven't been able to get it going on the ground as regularly as last year?
I'm not exactly sure. I thought we ran the ball better today, especially these conditions when people know you're going to run the ball. Again, Duke ran hard, and you just got to look at the tape and the O lines. We're playing as a unit. We're having guys back, and we're grinding out every game.
Mark Berman.
Nick, could you describe the mood, the atmosphere around you and your teammates in the locker room after a game that was clearly winnable and you couldn't get it done?
No one likes losing, so no one's happy right now. There's no doubt about that. Everyone here knows what it's like to win. We hate the taste of losing, but it's a great locker room. There's a lot of character. There's a lot of great guys, and we stay afloat. We stay grinding. We're gonna watch the tape, learn from it, move on, and work just as hard next week.
Last question for Aaron Wilson.
Nick, you look at where you guys are in the season. What do you think is the key for you all to try to just salvage something from the year with the record being what it is? Hey.
Yeah, just like I said, I mean, taking each day, take it day by day, week by week, grind it out. Like I said, we got to win. There's no excuse against that. I mean, we got to start getting W's. We got too much talent here, too good of a quarterback. So losing is never an option. But again, just keep grinding out and taking one game at a time.
Great. Thank you so much, Nick.
Play, what happened there?
I mean, they just did a good job of stuffing us. That was it. Try to find an alley in a hole. And Miles made a good play of redirecting, and they had stopped us.
On the touchdown drive, what was the difference in that drive for you guys and the other offensive series?
I mean, we made a big play on, I think it was third down, the Cobb. then made a play. They got a flag, and then we just took a shot and got in the end zone. So there was no different from there. We just, we only had two, red zone opportunities, and we were 1 for 2. And the first one, really hurt us because if we would have got that one, it maybe could have been a different game. But yeah, it was really no different. We just, we kind of stalled before we got in the red zone a couple of times.
Aaron Reese.
Hey, Deshaun, with the weather being what it was today, what sort of adjustments does that require you to make as a quarterback, if any, and how much did it impact your ability to throw the ball today?
I mean, a lot. It's just, you got to be able to guide the ball different ways, different areas of the field. A couple of times the ball, was right there, but the wind took it, certain ways and directed it. So it was tough, and it was tough on both sides. So that's why, they did a lot of, bootlegs and draw different screens like that. But, same with us, so we had to pick our spots and, try to, throw it downfield because that's what we want to do. But, it's kind of hard with a, heavy wind, but, you can't make any excuses. We didn't capitalize, we didn't connect, and, it just came up short.
Aaron Wilson.
Hey, Deshaun, you said before the game how impressed you were with Myles Garrett. What did you think of his performance today, the way he competed against you guys?
I mean, he's athletic. He's good, smart. He plays hard, and they put him in great positions to make plays, and that's what he did.
And what did you think about Duke Johnson? Did you feel like you guys, obviously you didn't get the win today, but did you feel like he gave you a spark?
Yeah, he ran the ball hard, and he did what he had to do to try to continue to have positive yards and get first downs and big plays. So, Duke played a very, very good game, protect the ball, and he's just going to continue to get better.
Mark Berman.
Deshaun, y'all had to deal with some difficult losses this year. How frustrating is this one?
Every loss is frustrating, regardless of how it is. Every loss is frustrating, but you got to take it under the chin and go back to the drawing board and just try to get ready for Patriots next week. I mean, that's all we can do is just keep looking forward and learn from the mistakes, and learn from missed opportunities, and try to get back to the basics and get to the details of New England, and try to focus on that one. It's tough to lose, especially in this lead, and we had opportunities and we didn't capitalize.
Doug.
Deshaun, you've been asked about the weather a lot. When it's this windy, is it almost like the wind's like an extra defender that in the way maybe it is just sort of preventing you guys from doing what you really want to do?
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, especially if you don't get to experience it, on a consistent basis, or, throughout a couple of times. We play 8 games indoor, Indianapolis indoor, and things like that. But like I said before, you can't, it's definitely a factor in the game. But, I don't want to sit here and make excuses on that's the reason why we didn't capitalize. That's not the reason. We had opportunities. We just we didn't make enough plays fast enough to be able to try to give us a chance to win. So that was the key, but yeah, it's real tough.
And I know you've been asked about Myles Garrett as well. You had one play where you were running on the edge and he was trying to chase you down. Is he faster than most defensive ends in that situation? I think you still got the first down there.
Yeah. He caught me off guard. He really sunk, and I was kind of coasting, looking to throw the bow route. I think it was Will out there, and then the over was kind of running, coming in late, but it was covered. But he was really, sprinting and caught up to me very, very fast. So that caught me off guard. But yeah, he's athletic, and he has some great talent.
Thank you, Deshaun.
Matt Musil.
Deshaun, it seems like every time you guys go up tempo, it sparks the offense. Do you wish you would go up tempo more often?
I don't know, that's a tough one. I mean, you gotta really pick your spots, because if you go up tempo and it's 3 and out, then the defense is right on the field. And if you go up tempo and I know the stats say that's where we score probably the majority of our points, then it's everyone is on the same page. So yeah, I don't know, man. It's just something that we're gonna definitely look back on and watch the film and see what we got to do to continue to have a consistent success, driving the ball.
What went wrong on that 4th and 2 call in the first half?
I mean, nothing went wrong. It's just we got the look, and they did a good job of not getting out of the gaps and try to find the hole, and Myles made a play.
Thank you.
John McClain.
Deshaun, after experiencing the wind in the first half. You came out and you had the ball in the wind. What was the strategy for that first series of the third quarter?
We really wanted to try to take chances. We had a big play with that one with the run ball with Duke. And then the next play, we took a shot with Will. He ran a crossing route, and it was right on the money. But at the last second, it kind of got on him quick, so he kind of misjudged that one. With that one, he said it was perfect, but at the last second, it kind of went to the side. And then I try to throw him a fade route, and same thing. The wind kind of took it, and he kind of floated up there. So. It was just really trying to see what the wind was going to do and see if we had opportunities, but it didn't work our way.
Last question for Terrence.
Deshaun?
Yep.
Yo, hey, with you guys sitting at 2-7 right now, I mean, what's the approach, going forward? I mean, how do you approach the rest of the season?
The same way if we were 7-2, go to work, put our head down, grind, and just keep working hard, playing each game to the last seconds. I mean, there's nothing that you really can change. If we were sitting with a better record, I'd be saying the same thing. So keep my head held high, keep working, keep trying to encourage and staying healthy as much as possible. But nothing's going to change, at least on my end.
Great. Thank you so much, Deshaun.
The last play from your vantage point with Nick Chubb getting loose?
And from my vantage point, we strung out the play all the way to the sideline. He was about 5 yards behind the line, and then somehow he ended up at the 1 yard line.
TJ, you guys have been trying to stop the run all year. It's in times today you guys did, and then what do you feel like happened as the second half, as far as them being able to get more yardage and make more plays?
I mean, we knew what kind of game it was going to be. Obviously, with the weather being what it was, it's going to be a run and play action type game, and you're going to have to matriculate the ball down the field. So frustrating, obviously. And not where we wanted to end up.
Mark Berman.
Yeah, I know y'all have dealt with a lot of frustrating losses. Is this one any more frustrating than the others?
No, every single loss is frustrating.
Aaron Reese.
Hey, JJ, what do you think kind of was the difference in defending the run for you guys in the first half versus the second?
I'll have to watch the film and see. I'm not 100% sure.
Vanessa.
Hey, JJ, what would you say is the biggest thing the defense needs to change to get the win next week against the Patriots?
Stop them from scoring more points than we score. I mean, we got to obviously stop the run and try and get after the pass.
Matt Musil.
JJ, when Chubb ripped off that long run close to the end of the game, you were just left shaking your head. What were your emotions at that point?
Frustrated. We lost the game.
Aaron Wilson.
But
JJ, with the run defense and where it is at this point, you think how much is it, gap integrity, guys trying to make a play? That was one thing Romeo brought up, was that sometimes guys will be trying to make the play and they get out of their area where they should be.
Yeah, I mean, it's gap integrity, tackling, guys trying to do a little extra, or not doing enough. It's a little bit of everything.
Great. Thank you so much, JJ.
Thanks.
What did you see on the last play where Chubb got loose? Obviously, there were a lot of plays that lead to losing a game, but what did you see there?
They ran their crack toss, play that they've ran previous in the game. We knew it was coming, and I saw guys fit it the way they needed to fit. I think it was TA. He comes up and sets the edge, and he takes out a couple by cutting down one of their linemen that was pulled. I see Justin Reed coming downhill, relentless, because he goes hard every single game. He never takes a play off, and unfortunately, Chubb just found a way to get outside. We didn't get him stopped. We didn't get him either cut back to the rest of the teeth of our defense, nor did we get him a chance, get him to get pushed out of bounds, which probably would have been even better because it would have stopped the clock. And you just see him somehow stay in bounds, tightrope it. So, I mean, I think guys fought hard. They understood the situation. They knew we needed that one play to keep ourselves alive for a chance to come back and win. But, Chubb made one more play than we did right there.
And Michael, just in general, the run defense, the breakdowns in the second half, your take on that?
I think guys kept going hard. I saw us continue to play very good run defense in the second half, but particularly on that second touchdown or that touchdown drive to make it 10-3 or 10-0, we needed to get off the field on third down. Like they did a great job first, second down, stopping the run. They'll be third and long actually, and we didn't get off the field. And then, you're playing against a team that has a good rushing attack and has two great running backs. And they just kept, getting to play with the downs extended and the drive extended. They just kept getting opportunities and they finally scored. And then that that last drive, when special teams pinned them down, giving us ourselves a chance to finally, come back and win. I think guys just, they were going hard, being in their gaps, but we just got to make tackles. We got to set edges and make tackles at that point.
Cody Stutes.
Michael, you mentioned the third down. Rashad Higgins catches it for 21. I think it was 3rd and 18.
Yeah.
Can you walk us through that play? Maybe what happened? I
Yeah.
think you and Vernon were the two closest guys to him. Can you walk us through that one?
Absolutely. I mean, everybody was exactly where they needed to be. And you're right. I was on that side. I was underneath coverage in that. And Baker got out of the pocket, saw his guy in between me and Vern, and somehow, some way, even with me making him put air on it, and Vern playing top down. I mean, they tried to put somebody in the flat to draw my attention. You know what I'm saying? They wanted me to come bite down on it. I didn't. So I made him put air on it, and he just made a hell of a throw. And Higgins had enough awareness to keep his feet in bounds and make the catch. I mean, that's tough. You want to be in zone defense in 3rd and long. You got to find a way to either, have rush and coverage work together and get that sack, or hopefully he doesn't make that good of a throw and he throws it to Vern or he throws it to me. But he made the perfect throw. And it was a, good throwing catch, unfortunately.
Mark Berman.
Michael, what did you think about Chubb's decision to go out at the 1 there at the end of the game?
Smart football play. I mean, there'll probably be some fantasy football players who are, football participants who have Chubb or are upset about it, but he made the play he was supposed to make. Go out of bounds, never let, special teams or our offense touch the ball again. So, I mean, it's a good decision by him. That's why he's one of the best running backs in the game. But, for us, we're beating ourselves up about that because we were doing a great job as a defense stopping him. And if we would have got that stop, which we set it up, that was a God heavy moment. We were set up. We knew the play. We were there to make the play, and we didn't make it. It's tough on us right now.
Is this about as frustrating a loss as you've dealt with?
One of them, just because, you gave yourself a chance to win every game, but we're going to take it as a lesson. Guys are beating themselves up about it. We were right there. We had opportunities. We had a chance to win it. So we know what it takes. We knew we had to go in there and stop the run, and guys did that. They made it up in their mind they were going to do that. We knew we had to tackle better as DBs, as a defense than we had probably previously in the season, and guys did that today. You saw, guys who were probably flagged as not being great tacklers make great open field tackles today. Great tackles. Great job setting the edge. Great job filling the run gaps in the run. And we did everything in our power. Special teams did everything in our power to try to help this team win. And we were right there. We just got to finish. So we'll learn from it.
Great. Thanks so much, Michael.
No problem.
Thanks, everyone. That's it for today.